coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the support, man. We out here pushing P, man, 24/7, 365. Big love, man. Big congratulations to y'all, man. We got 110K, man. I say congratulations to y'all because y'all the one who did it. Let's go. 150 is the goal, so we can have this meet and greet. Make sure you check your subscription. Make sure you send them an email. Let them know if they have unsubscribed you to stop doing that. That is your choice. So, yeah, they on that skullduggery. We got to fight that. We got to make sure we like, comment, share, and subscribe, man, so we can beat the algorithm and get this thing back rolling, man. I'm going to keep pushing this P. Y'all keep on watching it, and let's keep on spreading the message. TBP Nation, let's go. Let's get it. We out here, baby. Salute. Listen, man, I'm going to give y'all some news you can use if you out here in these streets and acting crazy and like you want to go to penitentiary, like you trying to volunteer or something, right? Well, let me let you know something. If you got dreads and you going to the penitentiary, man, cut your hair. Cut your hair. If you got real long dreads, definitely cut your hair, man, before you go to the penitentiary, right? I'm going to tell you why dreadheads don't like to fight in the penitentiary. It's obvious. It's obvious. It should be. Bro, they going to grab that hair, bro, and they going to do you dirty, man. I'm telling you right now, bro, they going to grab that hair, and if they got any type of squabbles, man, it's going to be hard. It's going to, bro, I done seen some dreadheads get the rumbling, man, and can rumble. That's the thing. They be whooping you. And dudes latch onto their hair, bro, and it's over with, man. I done seen some crazy results, man, from dudes grabbing that hair, man, because you got to understand, especially if you got decent long dreads, man, it's so tough and so, you know, connected to your head. And the dude got your head, bro, he can do anything he want to do with you. And I have seen it. You know what I'm saying? Do anything he want to do with you. Now, I know the opposite y'all saying about, you know what I'm saying, Gangsta Slim, how much he fight, and Gangsta Slim had dreads all the way down, man, past his butt. You know what I'm saying? And I done seen Gangsta, and I done heard about Gangsta getting the fight with them dreads and dude grabbing them dreads, bro. Gangsta done got dreads pulled out of his head. I'm talking about from the root. From the root. Now, I can't confirm or deny I heard in Shorty Sights. Shout out to Shorty Sights, man. I got to give him a call, too. Shorty Sights told me he got the fight with Dread before I got, with Gangsta Slim before I got there. He said he pulled some dreads out of Gangsta head, too. Talking about I had him. I'm telling you, I had him by the dreads. I'm hitting him. He couldn't do nothing. That's what he said. For the people got there, he said he couldn't do nothing. That's what he told me. I don't know. I'll get him on here and let him tell y'all his version. He got, man, oh, you could ask what's, man, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But he tell me that all the time. I wasn't there then, though. But I have seen gangsters get the rumbling out there and dudes grab them dreads. But like I told you, he not going to stop fighting regardless. You know what I'm saying? He not going to stop fighting regardless. You can pull all them joints out. He's still on you. You know what I'm saying? But, man, them dreads, bro, I'm telling you, man, dudes control your head. They're going to be able to control what you do. You just think about when you see women fight. When you see women fight, and I know that's a crazy analogy, but it's true. You see them women grab their hair, and they be just controlling you, and they can do you any way they want to do you. Man, I seen little bitty women grab big women by their hair, man, and sling them and throw them down and all this since I've been out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing in prison. I literally saw a dude rumbling the dude in the pod, man, and the dude had dreads, and he was, I ain't gonna say the dude with dreads was really whooping them. They was like neck and neck. They going even to even. You know what I'm saying? They exchanging blows. They slamming. They getting it in. You know what I'm saying? A real knockdown, drag out fight. But man, I guess he got tired, and man, he lunched onto that hair, bro, and he started slinging Joe all around, man. And I'm telling you, he literally got up and was just swinging his momentum And man, he swung dude all the way around in the circle, man. And his legs hit the table in the pod. Boom! When his legs hit the table, it kind of like hit the table, and then the bottom of his legs went in between like the little stool that you sat in and up under the table. So he was jailed like up under that, and he couldn't get up. Because then dude stepped to the side and had the one hand full of dreads, and it was ugly. It got ugly from there. It was all downhill. It was all blood and bone. So them dreads, man, and I'm gonna tell you, this is fact too in the penitentiary. I'm talking about the places I've been, the places I've tried. Most of them dreadhead dudes in prison, if they've been there a long time before, this was before they made us cut our hair. Cause I think they could grow their hair back now, but when I was there, they had made you cut your hair. I forget what year it was. But this all before that came about. Right? Because I told you, when they made dudes cut their hair, some dreads ain't cut their hair. Because them dudes had hair all, man, I know dudes. I literally know a dude that had dreads one time where I was at with him. His dreads dragged the ground. He had to, tuck them up. If he let them down there, drag on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So, them dudes won't cut their hair. Them dudes went to SEG. You cut your hair, get the charge, or you go into SEG. You cannot come out on population, you know what I'm saying, until you cut your hair. You know what I'm saying? And them dudes, you literally got dudes that stayed back there in the hole for over a decade. And they fought that with the Supreme Court and everybody, and they ended up winning, I think, eventually. So right when I was leaving, the rules had changed that they could grow their hair back or something, or shortly after I left, they could grow their hair back. But you got dudes that they bucked on that from the top. Oh, rip, they ain't cutting their hair. Facial hair, they won't cut it. They cited religious beliefs or whatever, and they had to take it to court. So, but before then, though, I'm telling you, man, dudes that actually had that long hair and stuff like that, bro, most of them dudes gonna put that, if they been down a long time and growing their hair, they not cutting their hair. They gonna put that thing in you, dog. They gonna put that thing in you, because when I think back and look back over it, most of the dudes that had dreads, they had real life dreads and pimp and, gangster, all of the ones that was old timers that had them dreads, man, them dudes, now pimp will fight too. They known for that though. You know what I'm saying? They known for that poke game. They gonna poke you, bro. They gonna poke, because they know you gonna grab their hair. They know it. You know what I'm saying? They know you gonna grab their hair, man. If push come to shove, and that's normal for anybody. Why would you not? If you fighting for your life, what you literally doing when you in prison? You fighting for your life, because, like I told you, man, mercy is a word that don't exist in prison. If somebody get you down, man, they can do whatever they want to do to you. So if you literally fighting for your life, man, and you can grab this dude's hair to get, man, ain't nobody tripping over that. You do what you can do to win, man. I done seen dudes grab nuts. I seen dudes gouge out eyes. I seen dudes bite noses off, tips of the nose, tips of the ear, holes in cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Me, holes in necks. You know what I'm saying? I know one dude, the little thing you got right there between your chest and I seen a dude bite a plug up out of that joint, bro. It looked like tendons was hanging out that joint. It looked like tendons was hanging out his arm, bro. And he was going crazy, like snapping. Because I can imagine the pain, and dude's whole mouth was bloody, man. It's like a horror movie. His mouth was bloody. He got the joint in his mouth and come on. And I'm like, man, what in this Sam hell is, so I done seen some things, man, you know what I'm saying, in that concrete jungle, man. But I done seen dudes get brutalized with their hair. I seen two dudes fighting in the block with the dreads, and dude got the dreads, and he trying to stay away from him, and he go on the other side of the table, and dude on the other side of the table, he start banging his head on the table, dog. And we got a stainless steel table in the pods. He and dude trying to jump over the table to get, to stop the banging. And he just drag him all the way across the table, boom, down to the floor. And he just bagging up and dragging him like a mop, bro. You can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you see them dudes is doing like this. They reaching up and holding their hair And I'm assuming they holding their hair to stop the pain that's coming from the roots of their hair. Because you got to imagine, man, them dreads that's coming straight out the root of your head, bro. And them Jones is tough. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homeboy Boo. I remember when Boo was growing his dreads, and he was in the cell with Harvey, and he just kept putting on a knit cap, a knit cap for like 2 years. And that joint was padded up and matted all up and looked crazy. And he wanted them big joints. So, you know, the little thick, they call them bongos, where that's what they was calling them back then, them bongo dread. And when he went to, like, break it loose, because it started to grow up like, you know what I'm saying, like a turnip or something, because it was in the skull cap. So when he wanted it loose, he was in the cell trying to put them loose, and it was so tough. Him and Harvey pulling one side, he pulling the other side. So when the count clear and we come out, he asked me to help him, and me and Harvey is actually trying to pull these joints apart to pop them. And man, I'm trying to tell you, bro, that was a task, man. That was a task, man. And just pulling his dreads apart, he ended up having like 5, 6 big joints. You know what I'm saying? But we had to break them apart. So you can imagine that's how tough these things are, man. You know what I'm saying? You see what Lil Wayne son say, tougher than Nigerian hair. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. So when you get that and you can, that's the go-to. So, you know, them dread dudes gonna push that knife in you, man. Or they gonna have that knife on them. You know what I'm saying? If they doing a lot of time, if they been locked up a long time, I ain't talking about this new generation, these young dudes coming in with dreads and they don't know. I'm talking about a veteran that done been in that penitentiary for some decades and he done grew that hair. If he done been in some wars, he done been in some battles, he done been in some other cases, that's just automatic, that's par for the course. That brother gonna have a knife on him, or he gonna be prepared to stab you if it's coming to something physical, because he know you gonna grab his hair. You know what I'm saying? He know. Cadillac was one of them. You know what I'm saying? What my man Derek Gass, he'll tell you about Cadillac. Cadillac had them long dread, but Cadillac stayed in something, because he played basketball with them dreads, and he'd play with them wide open. Dudes be getting mad because the dreads be smacking them in the face, but Cadillac had a real game, like he could play college and stuff. But he also stayed drunk. As a skunk, he gonna drink all day, every day, as long as somebody got some liquor. You know what I'm saying? He gonna drink it. You know what I'm saying? He be drunk all the time. But he'll rum or two, but he gonna push that knife in you. And Cadillac about 6'3", 6'4". The Cadillac gonna push that knife in you. Cadillac is one of them jokers that be drunk and be out on the basketball court and score 40, man. Smelling just like that Jerry wine and turn around, hit you with the Kobe, spin around and boom. Yeah, that boy was bad, man, but he's a stone cold flat out alcoholic, man. You got wine on that compound anywhere, Cadillac trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna go on that court and drop that hammer on you, man. He dribble, shoot, everything. He just can play. But Cadillac a rummer too, because most of, like I told you, a lot of fights come off that basketball court. But Cadillac gonna stab you too, man. Just as sure as grits is grosses, man. He will stab you and tell somebody to stop him. So that's been my thing. Shorty Sice will poke you. And he had dreads. Shorty Sice had dreads. That's the crazy thing when he say what he did to Gangsta Slim about the dreads. I guess if you got the dread fighting, they trying to get each other hair first. And I done seen that. 2 dread dudes fighting, and one got a handful of hair, the other one got the other handful of hair, and both of them uppercutting each other, trying to navigate the head with the, you know what I'm saying, with the dreads, man. It's insane, bro. It's some crazy stuff. You got to see it to understand. I don't even know, even making this video, because I'm making this off the spur of the moment. I'm going to Google that when I get off this phone and see dreadheads fighting and see how they do it out here, see if that's actually a thing out here. Because in that penitentiary, that is a thing, man. If you fighting the dreadhead, man, if all else fails and you look like you get ready to lose, grab the hair. You know what I'm saying? But Shorty Sice had dreads to the middle of his back. And Shorty ain't number 5'5". You see what I'm saying? Shorty Pimp was like 5'6" at best. You know, so, and these dudes, and Shorty Pimp had dreads past his behind. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man, but most dreadheads that's been down a while, in my opinion, in my bit, in the way I, you know what I'm saying, seen when I did time, most of them dreadhead dudes don't like to fight, man. Because they know you going to grab their hair. They going to give it to you, man. They going to give it to you. So if you ain't got no Bethlehem and you can avoid that beef and you ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, poke nobody or be poked, take heed, man. It's little bitty signs in the penitentiary, small things that people just coming in don't know, don't understand, don't realize. These things can save your life. This information can save your life. I'm telling you, man, that was one of the reasons, whether you know it or not, or whether the public know it or not, this is one of the reasons they got the people to cut their hair. That's what was one of their things. All of the fights with the dreadheads, and or they was finding knives and ice picks in dudes' dreads. Yes! They were finding knives, razor blades, ice picks in dudes' dreads. Because you got to think, when you getting pat down, shook down, whatever, they won't going through your hair. And then dudes was getting the rumbling, pulling ice picks out of their dreads. And dudes pulling razor blades out their dread. They scrambling and ramming on the gray sea. Dude messing with their head, pull out the razor blades, slicing faces. So this was one of the main reasons that they got it approved for all Virginia inmates had to cut their hair. They called it a grooming inspection. They had a grooming policy. And they put it out where your hair couldn't be but a certain length. Your facial hair couldn't be but a certain length. Your mustache couldn't be but a certain length. Your fingernails had to be trimmed and cut. This was the reason. They used the reasoning of the dreads of packing weapons in their hair. From all the ones they had found, all the ones they had caught. Because once they found one, they just started checking everybody. Then you had dudes bucking. Man, you can't go through my hair, man. My hair, man, I'm Muslim, man, or I'm Buddhist, or man, my hair is my crown. You can't, and they was bucking. So, but that's how the system go. If they find something, if they find this is the hiding place where you hide stuff in here, if this was a mantle in your room and they found something that was hid up in here, they checking them in every cell from now on. Every time it's mandatory, it's mandated. When you shake a cell now, make sure you check the prayer hand. That's how they do. So when the dude started getting caught with dreads, I think a dude got caught getting transferred and he had an ice pick in his dreads. Once they found that, they started demanding to go check in dude's hair, and dudes was bucking. So it created a whole situation in the penitentiary, and therefore they, you know what I'm saying, did whatever they did to get the laws changed and said that, look, man, we need to cut this hair, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to protect our officers. You know, these dudes is pulling, you know, weapons out of their hair. You know what I'm saying? And that was enough to get that approved where everybody had to cut their hair, man. And the dreads that didn't want to cut their hair and or was bucking on you, feeling and going all up in their hair, went to segregation and they stayed there. If they didn't get out of penitentiary, some stayed until their mandatory date and got out before the laws changed and went home from there. But for the most part, dudes stayed in there over double-digit years waiting for that law to change, man. And it was like that about their hair, man. So, yeah, man, dreadheads be they got some secrets for you. I can tell you that. You pull up on one of them, like I say, and then you had dudes that was putting razor blades in their dreads, and dudes try to grab their hair when they fight, and grab their hair was cutting their hands up. They cutting their hands up, man. I'm telling you, man, this is wicked, dog. It's wicked. It's a wicked game, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dude said, I didn't see that fight, but dude said dude had the jokes in his hand, and they got the rumbling, and dude grabbed his hair, was cutting his hair, and dude said, yeah, mother. Yeah, I got you, didn't it? You know what I'm saying? Because they anticipate that, because that's a go-to in the penitentiary. Fighting the dread, you losing, grab his hair, man. You can handle him. If you got the head, you control the head, you control the snake. You see what I'm saying? Control the head, you control the snake. Grab that junk, you don't know what you might get, or you don't know what he might reach in there and pull out. Yeesh. It is like that, man. So anyway, man, that's what it is. That's why dreadhead dudes in the penitentiary don't like to fight, man. They like, you know what I'm saying, because dudes gonna grab their hair. So, you know, Just a little piece of information that you can use if you go to the penitentiary. But if you're listening to these videos, I know you ain't never going to the penitentiary. So I just wanted to give it to you so you can give it to somebody that might be trying to go to the penitentiary. Because can you believe it or not, you got dudes out here saying, I want to go to the penitentiary. I want to go. I want to see what it's like. You say, man, don't nobody say that. Oh, yes, you do. Every time you pick that gun up and go out there on that street, every time you rob somebody, every time you carjack, every time you go out there on that corner to sell a little dope, every time you put your hand on your girl, you trying to go to penitentiary. So you basically raising your hand. So you better pay attention to these messages, man. In the meantime, in between time, man, y'all hit me in the comments. Talk to me. I talk back, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man, so we can get back in this algorithm. Big love, TBP Nation. Stand up, man. We out here. Salute. We gone, baby. Peace.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young.
I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.